Welcome back to Pen and Prosper, a podcast where JT Lawrence is coaching me, Melissa Delport, to be a six-figure author, and we are putting it on the internet. It's Friday.
Yay! Hi, Delport. How are things going? So
I'm
bright
good,
and bubbly.
you?
That's a whole lot of color you got on there. What's happening?
Yes. So I was at gym at 7 o'clock this morning, and I'm just feeling energized for the day.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah. Today, very exciting episode because we are talking about Facebook ads, which is always our number one watched episode. So I think a lot of people are following along for our Facebook ad journey.
And another thank you to Blake Hudson, because that three-parter that we did with him has been our best viewed episode by far. It's helped so many people. We've had so many messages. So a huge thank you again to Blake. I mean, he one-handedly brought in, I think, 150 new subs.
Yes, sure.
Amazon.
Okay. Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. I did see his wife shared it in her group and he shared it, and it was so nice.
Yeah,
It was really
very cool.
fun. Thank you, Blake. Okay. And then, as always, a huge thank you to our paid subscribers. We have a new paid subscriber. Well, she's not too new, but I don't think we thanked Helen Allan. Helen, thank you for being here. We see you have joined the Facebook group. A reminder to anyone, if you are a paid subscriber on Substack, you have admission into our online community. It's a Facebook group called Pen and Prosper. Huge thank you to Elize, our editor extraordinaire, and of course to our sponsor, Vellum, the book formatting software that we could not live without. We have a code for Vellum. If anyone does want to try Vellum, you have the opportunity to play before you pay, format an entire book or as many books as you'd like. Hit us with the code, Jado.
The link for trying Vellum, if you want to just show them that you are listening to the podcast, is tryvellum.com/pen and prosper.
Perfect. Okay, right. Let's dive in. I'm excited. So, JT, you are heading up this episode because you have already tested. You listened to the synthetic audience talk at the conference by Phoenix.
Yes.
And I remember when we discussed that originally in the agenda prior,
Yeah.
we were so like, what is that?
What is a synthetic audience?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're going to explain that to us in detail so we all know what a synthetic audience is.
Yeah.
And then before we get into that, was there anything else in that? Because I know we've done this, I think this is our third episode on your conference era.
Conferences. Yeah. Well, I was also going to talk about Steve Aitchison's talk, which was amazing, but he's coming on the show. So instead of stealing his thunder, I'll let him talk. And then if there's anything that I think we haven't covered, I can then go over that because I've got notes for that. He has, it's called a magnetic blurb formula. He has this way of writing a blurb that is very good, and he is very generous with it. So if we don't get to it on that day, which is quite soon, hey, we're interviewing him in a few weeks, then we can talk about that. But he's basically going to be talking about using videos in social media and then finding the popular ones, like basically testing it for free on social media. And then when you find one that does well, then you put money behind it and that kind of thing. So he's doing really well at that at the moment. Well, he's doing well at everything, and he's very generous, and he has a Substack you can join. It's very affordable pay.
I love his Substack. I love his Substack. I'm not behind the paywall, no, but he's just, I do read his articles. And he also just seems like such a fun guy.
Yeah, he's such a lovely guy. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's great.
We'll just sit here and listen.
Okay, good. Okay, so I have good news and I've got bad news.
No. Oh, yes. I know.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no. Oh, yes. So I was like, what is it? Oh, right. I know this.
So the good news is that that we're going to be talking about today seemed to work really well for me. I got some really effective ads, which I haven't had for quite a while, let's be honest. So I got so excited. So that's the good news. The bad news, as you know, is
I actually feel sick for you.
I know, but it's fine. It's fine. My Facebook ad account was hacked. Not only one, all 5 of my Facebook ad accounts were hacked, but in such a crazy way. The guy was basically inside my dashboard, doing my budget allocation, changing my daily spending. He was everywhere. He was just everywhere, and he was just creating ads, and they were set for like $5,000 spend a day, $10,000 spend a day.
But you must have a budget, right? So it would have capped out your.
He was changing budgets.
No, but I mean, once your payment bounced, you would have realized, because he obviously, because I don't know about you, but I've got a threshold. When I get to a certain point, Facebook debits my account.
Yes, I have that.
So it will happen.
That's how I lost $1,000.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Wasn't he also boosting posts so you couldn't see new ads?
No, it was so weird. I mean, we won't talk about it for long because I don't think it's really going to help anyone. Like, I don't even have anything helpful to say because I don't know how he got in. I think it was through Instagram. I always change my passwords on Facebook for this reason. I have two-factor authentication enabled. It's like, I honestly have no idea how he got through all of that. And the worst thing was he was trying to change my password to lock me out so he could keep doing stuff without me knowing. And I say he, probably sexist of me, but yeah.
How do you know he's trying to change the password?
Because I kept getting messages from Facebook saying, we noticing this suspicious activity on your account. And they're like, they kept locking us out, locking both of us out. But then he always got in, even when I changed the password to a password I've never used in my life before. So, like, I just don't know. It was obviously worrying, but fascinating. And I was like, what? Like, how is this guy doing this? And basically, he was running ads to weird products, but with an affiliate link. So that's his thing. He hacks people's ad accounts, goes in there, spends their money on his ads, and then that's how he makes money. Yeah. But there's no.
I mean, it's a business model all on its own.
So Jane said, he's like, oh, we could do that. I'm like, no,
Jane's the answer. My cousin would be the same.
But he was sweet. He was trying to see if someone was actually in my computer, because you can look at the logs and stuff. And he was like, it doesn't look like anyone's actually in your machine, which is good news.
But friend, you also just recently traveled, and did you go on to any public service?
I did. I used a VPN. So I know to be careful about that, especially in some of the countries that I don't really know very well. And I always used a VPN, but maybe that didn't work.
Because, my cousin is an attorney, and she, but like quite she was admitted last year, and she was traveling for work to Joburg, and she was in the waiting lounge, whatever, and she was doing some work. And then the next morning she woke up and 10,000 emails had been sent from her email to clients, basically saying there's this letter of demand and they need to pay into this account, like da-da-da-da-da. And then she saved some of the responses. It was so bad. But not just to clients, to like everyone in her contacts list. Thousands of emails going out with different like legal things attached. Like they really leaned in hard to like say, well, she's an attorney, now we're in. Trying to get people to pay into this account that was obviously their account. But I mean, how awful. And they linked it back to it was when she signed onto a public network. She used a public network for login, and it was obviously someone's hotspot that they name like Slow Lounge or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And that's what they do. Okay. So you actually think you're logging onto their network, but you're actually logging onto someone's phone.
Yes.
Or someone's connection. And then they're in. Then they get in and they just annihilate you. So I'm just thinking, because it happened shortly after you were traveling, maybe?
Yeah, no, we were saying that must have been it. I was very careful. I had a roaming SIM card, so I was okay with data in almost every country I went to. Once or twice it didn't work, and then I put my VPN on and I used the airport Wi-Fi. So maybe it was that.
Yeah. Okay, got you.
Yeah, so that's been stressful. I haven't, obviously, am completely locked out of my ad accounts. I have been for a week. So my revenue has been slowly sliding, not as fast as I thought, thank goodness. But I don't know how long this is going to be. Like it could take a month for them to secure my account. I don't know. So
can you not set up another ad account?
I'm not sure if I can because then I won't be able to advertise from my page, I don't think.
Oh, got you.
But if this is going to carry on for another few weeks.
Although, no, you can, because, I'm going to be working with Blake, and I just have to allocate him as an admin on my page, and then he can run. Yeah. So I think like maybe if you did it through Max or something, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of a way if it's prolonged enough.
Yeah. Shame. Anyway. Blake actually offered to run ads for me while this is happening. It's very kind of him.
Oh, shame. Yeah. He is just such a nice person. He's such a nice, I think he really is just one of those people that just likes to help. And I think we got that impression when he was saying, like, don't pay for courses. Like, the information's out there. Go and get it. Like, very cool. Okay. All right, let's switch gear because we do have an interview in half an hour, I think it is. I'm so excited for that. Okay, right. So let's talk about the synthetic audience. I do hope you get by the next time we film, you're going to have it back. That's what's happening.
Thank you. If not, I would have made a plan, I'm sure. I'm leaning hard into book club ads. I'm going to set up some AMS ads with Rob's advice. Rob's interview hasn't flighted yet, but it will have when people hear this episode. So that's going to be very, very helpful. Rob's also putting together like a little series for us, exactly how to set up ads and that kind of thing. So that's going to be wonderful.
That is going to be amazing. Yes, it's going to be amazing. I can't believe how generous that is. Like, I'm so excited for myself.
That's going to be great. So the good news is that Steve Higgs's synthetic audience talk helped me so much and gave me some really good constructive ways to create new Facebook ads. Because you know how we all feel after a while, like you think that all the angles are exhausted and you're like I don't have any hooks left. Like what else am I actually gonna because Facebook wants you to have all these new ads all the time and you just feel like you run out of stuff eventually. Yes. Even though I've got 12 books in the series and I could go through them with a fine tooth comb and find more hooks, it's like exhausting, right? So Steve did this thing and it's so cool. And I have tested it and I have had good results. So it's not just like, oh guys, maybe you want to try this. Like it did work for me. I had a really low CPC. I had good conversion. So I do recommend this way forward if you are looking for new ways to do creatives. My only regret is that these ads were stopped just as they were doing well and just as I was trying to scale. So that's unfortunate. But you know, I switch them back on. It's fine. I have the data now. I have the attribution data, so it's all good. Okay, so what is a synthetic audience? Basically, I've got these prompts here. I'm going to put them in the Facebook group, and you are just asking your AI friend to, first of all, identify your audience, and next to come up with captions that will stop that audience from scrolling. Next is to score them from best to worst, and then use that same AI thread to come up with prompts for your image generation aspect, and then you test it against the synthetic audience again. But like, what is a synthetic audience? You're asking the AI to let me read the prompt and that'll probably make it a bit clear. Okay. Please search the internet to find information about the series written by author name. Using what you learn, please create a synthetic audience of 250 detailed consumer research profiles for the series name by author name, specifically targeting traditional genre readers who purchase ebooks or Kindle Unlimited primarily through Amazon and Facebook ads. Create dataset highlights. Okay. So then you put your own series name in there, you put your own name, you list your genre, and you can make it quite granular. You know, you could say urban fantasy, or you could say urban fantasy with a wizard detective who fights vampires.
What is that last line? That last line, I don't understand.
Create dataset highlights.
So what does that part of it mean?
It's basically details about the audience. So these people aren't real, but they're as good as being real, because it's like you've gone out into the market and surveyed people and found your perfect target market, and you're going to be advertising to your perfect target market. Okay, so that's what this is all about.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
No, yeah, got that part.
Okay. So then you get the synthetic audience, and then with that, then you say, taking this audience, please devise 10 different captions that will stop the target audience from scrolling their social media feed. Make them read like taglines from blockbuster films. Here is the blurb to help set the tone. So you can add the blurb there. You can give the whole manuscript. You can do a notebook LM kind of breakdown of the plot. You know, I think the more you can make this about your books and your characters, the better. If you just use his prompts, you're probably going to get something quite generic. Like, still will be good for the target audience, but erring on the generic side, right? Okay. So the more precise you can make it, I think the better. Okay. Then with that, you test them against the target audience. So you are making sure that he has given you, or she has given you, the captions that really will resonate with that audience. Okay. Then 4 is the mid-journey prompts, or whichever. I mean, I'm using Free Pick now, which has changed to Magnific. And I love them because I told you about this last time. It's a wrapper that has all the different image generation things.
Yes. So Paige actually found it and she was like, it was called Free Pick, but it's now called. I was like, oh, look at you. So, but she said it's quite expensive. So, but I think it would be worth it.
That expensive. How much is Midjourney compared to Magnific?
So then do you not use Midjourney anymore?
No, I don't. I don't need it because I've got all of those other generation tools in Magnific.
Okay, got you. I
And
don't know.
what I
That would,
yeah.
and I would kill me. Like the Buy Journey, we have created so many.
I know. No, look, I really love Midjourney, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to pay for both. And there's so much,
You
there are
can do
so
in
many different
Magnific.
engines. Yeah. So FreePic changed to Magnific like the day after I told you about it. It's very, very recent. But they're also great at when you upscale visual, it makes it look less AI,
Oh,
which I love.
nice.
So with my synthetic or my new synthetic audience images that I've been doing, I've been using that and it looks less AI, which I love.
Okay, got you.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. I'll maybe do a double run 1 month to test, and then if Paige is happy with it, then I'll cancel my journey.
And then
Okay.
the last thing is to write the ad copy. So it says, please write ad copy using what you know about the books and what you've already presented as the best captions and images for the synthetic test audience. So like you're always going back to your ideal reader with on
Yes.
everything. And yeah, I mean, it really worked well for me. And I don't even think I niched down that hard in my prompts. I definitely made it about my books and got some stuff from Notebook LM and stuff, but I didn't niche down as hard as I could. And I'm definitely going to try that. And also what I'm going to try, because I used Gemini for my first round and it worked really well. And I'm going to next try it with Grok and next time try it with Claude. And it's going to be slightly different every time and just niche differently every time. And it's just, I feel like I'm never going to run out of hooks and ads if I keep doing this. And I've already
Yes.
seen that the ads are working. They're definitely resonating. The click-through rate's really high. I got like 16% CTR on one of these ads. It was
Oh,
ridiculous.
wow.
I did 3 batches of 10 and then you let Facebook choose which ones to run. So whichever ones had the most budget spent and the best CTR, I took those and put it into a winning ad with the
Okay.
top 3 images and the top
Okay.
headline and the top body copy out of those 30. And that ad was doing so well. I'm
Okay.
so happy with it. So yeah, highly recommend this strategy.
Okay. So it worked so well for me, barring it stopped working when I got to the graphics. But like you say, you have to tweak that quite a bit. But as it was, those prompts, as they were exactly written, I would use them, gave me the most phenomenal hooks and copy and ad copy and stuff, like nailed it. And
Right.
then I took that exact prompt and put it into my journey and it was like, ugh.
Yes. Yeah.
So
But we know with
I think
image
the prompt,
generation, it takes
yes, it takes time. And I've done that
iteration.
before where I've asked for prompts for certain things, and I find that the prompts that we write are generally better. But I think that could be tweaked. But yeah, in terms of ad copy and hooks, and it was amazing, like amazing. And ideas of images. So it would give me great ideas. It would be like,
Yeah.
and I'd like, oh, I didn't even think of using that. And it's worth running it through a
Really,
few
really
times, I
helpful.
guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna use the different apps and like for one thing, like when I know Buffy's gonna be coming out soon, right? So then I'll make sure that vampires are part of the prompts.
Yeah.
Or if something else, there's so many ways you can get new ideas through this method.
Yes.
We'd like to take a quick break to tell you about our sponsor, Scribe Shadow.
If you're an indie author, you already know that publishing a book is only part of the journey. Reaching readers in new markets is where things get really exciting, but translations have traditionally been expensive, time consuming, and honestly, a little overwhelming. Which is why JT and I both use Scribe Shadow. We originally started using it for our translations and it quickly became one of the tools we can't live without. Personally, I started translating my books in May last year and my income skyrocketed. Scribe Shadow saves us time, the workflow is simple, and best of all, it's affordable. It's made book translations accessible for indie authors, and in just minutes, you can translate your novels into multiple languages with high quality results, which opens the door to exploring relationships with readers all around the world.
What we really appreciate is that Scribe Shadow understands indie authors because it was built by people from the indie publishing space. This isn't a massive faceless corporation. It's a small family-run team that understands the realities of self-publishing, tight budgets, and wearing 20 different hats at once. They also offer things like cover creation, audiobook translation, and a straightforward credit system that keeps the whole process simple and affordable. Importantly, you always keep full rights to your work and your books are never used to train AI. So if you've been thinking about expanding into foreign markets or you just want tools that genuinely make your author business easier to run, check out Scribe Shadow. It's become a really valuable part of our workflow and we're genuinely happy to recommend it. If you'd like to try Scribe Shadow, we have a special code for you. You can get 30% discounts. It is Pen and Prosper 30. You can use that at checkout.
Perfect. And let's get back to our episode.
And then, of course, we've got all the stuff that Blake's taught us. So it's like
I know, it's crazy.
I've gone from thinking like, oh, how am I ever going to think of another hook, to like, wow, there's just so much great stuff to work with here. So I'm just super happy and can't wait to get my ad accounts back.
I know. And this is all happening. And you're like, oh.
I know. Especially when that winning ad started doing so well. I was like, yes, I've done it.
By Jove. So you took 30 different images and 30 different primary texts and 30 different straps and you tested them in batches of 10.
Yes.
And then you took 3 winners.
Yes.
Did you go into Facebook and look at your...
Sorry, it's a tiny bit more complicated than that. So basically, yes. But those images, they weren't 30 completely different images. They were about 10 or 12 different images with a few different headlines on.
Okay, got you. Okay. And then, so you made these 3 sets of 10 using your 12 images, let's say you had like 4, whatever.
Yes.
And then did you go in so far as into Facebook and say to look at the creative performance and then look at which primary text, or did you just take it based on the CTR and the clicks per ad?
So I set it up like a dynamic ad so that I could look at the breakdown afterwards.
Okay.
And that's what I showed in the Pen and Prosper Facebook group, is how to look at the breakdown, because I haven't done it for years. I wasn't even sure how to do it anymore. So I just went and quickly did it on my phone just to show people. And that's how you can see the best performing images, the best performing headline, and the best performing text. And then the only thing I took more than one element out of is the images. I chose 3 best images, but I only took 1 headline and 1 text.
Okay. So you obviously didn't use 30 different headlines. You maybe also used 12 and mixed them up.
I used 5 when you're doing the dynamic thing, because you've obviously got
yes, those 5
a strap line on the actual image, right? And then with headlines, I did 5 different versions. Text, I think I did 3 different versions, and then just chose the winners.
And did you do it as a campaign?
Yes.
So you did campaign, and then you did
PBO, and then dynamic ads. And I don't actually recommend dynamic ads at the moment because it's falling away. In fact, most accounts don't have it anymore, so I've heard. And it's now called a flexible ad format. But I didn't know that when I set these up, and so I'll be using the flexible ad format going forward. I think I'm just going to have
for testing.
Yeah, just for testing, just to isolate the best elements and then put that into a winning ad. And then hopefully I'll have a few different winning ads eventually that I can scale and do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gosh, friend, well done. Look at you getting all set up for Facebook ads and then losing your account. It's amazing.
I know.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you know what? These things are sent to test us.
I'm sure I'm going to learn something. It's making me love BookBub ads again. So I'm doing that. I've asked for another BookBub featured deal. Like, obviously, I'm worried. It's not that I'm not worried, but it's just like these things happen, and you just have to roll with the punches, honestly.
100%. Okay. All right. Well, I'm excited to hear more. I'm supposed to be testing Blake's strategy with Shadow Magic, and I actually just haven't, because I'm going to be working with them with Guardians, the homework and stuff. It's a lot. It's a lot to prep in terms of graphics and straps and primary text and all that. So I'm doing all of that now, and then I'm like, and then I thought, okay, from the 1st of June, I will do that. And tell me, did you finish Bad, or are you still working on Bad?
I kind of finished it. It still needs a chapter or 2. I only realized that while I was editing. So it's not like finished, but I'm halfway through the edit. I need to write 1 or 2 more chapters, and then I have to upload it next week. So I'm feeling okay with that. I think not having a Facebook and ads account has definitely helped, because I'm not sitting for hours doing Facebook ads. So that's good. That's a silver lining. And hello, kitty cat.
It's just a little quick howdy doody, y'all.
Hello. Yeah, so I think that's going to be fine. Then I've got to do all the translations, because I had quite a lot of pre-orders for translations. And I'm feeling good about that, but I am wrapping it up. I'm not wrapping up the pen name. I'm just wrapping up that particular series.
Okay. And this is book 7?
7, yes.
Okay. That's nice, because if you put that in a box set, it's a nice chunky one, because they were shorter. They ran shorter, right? Than your Urban Fantasy.
They're like 50,000 words each,
Yeah.
Okay. But it's already in a box set. I'm not gonna mess with the box set. Book 7 can just be like an extra
bonus book. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think
And,
that's what else
and
do we need about the synthetic audience?
I think that's all about synthetic audience. And
I've tested it. I know that it works. I'm intrigued to get the images right, but maybe if I switch to magnific instead of Midjourney, it'll work better. Also, to be fair, I just did like one quick, like I didn't really do much. Do you know what I mean? I just did like I wanted to test what happened when you did it.
yes, yeah,
So
you're not going to get a good result.
yeah, so I'm definitely going to do it some more, but I do need to write because I have 2 pre-orders coming up. So I'm trying not to, as Rachel always says, I'm trying not to get distracted by shiny things. Awesome.
We're both going to be writing hard next month because I'm writing Spellstorm book 2
Mm.
because I need to get book 2 and 3 out before the end of the year.
Yes. It's okay though. Please, Steph releases 11 books a year, okay?
I know,
So
but Steph's not me. I'm not
the
Steph.
bar has been set. I'm feeling so energized. It's because of gym now.
Good for you.
So I will see you in the next episode. Before then, we'd like to say another big thank you to Vellum. Vellum, we see you. We love you. We could not do this without you. And friend, I'm super excited for our next guest, Michael Tooney.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll see you there.
See you there.
Bye.